last we left the party, well, actually, we kind of did. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, those of you who left your kind comments on the penultimate, or excuse me, the ultimate episode, 85, where we had the conclusion thing.
I'm not getting emails on those, on that conclusions
That's odd, but whatever. Probably because I just approved them like a few seconds ago.
Oh.
So, thank you again, all for your kind thoughts, for all 5 of you who actually watched this show. I do want to say, I don't remember if I mentioned it on camera, but Third does actually have an idea that he wants to share for a little mini video, which I will, with his permission, of course, upload and plug.
Oh, it'll come. It'll come when I can get to it.
Probably not for a couple weeks, just as a heads up, because Dragon Con's
like next week,
which is really irritating. Actually,
doing stuff for it right now.
That timing is terrible. So we're going to be doing a little mini campaign, or at least that's the intent, as kind of a cleanse the palate, break, intermission sort of a thing, before we start up a new major long-term campaign. Still kind of debating. At least last I checked, we're still kind of debating what we want to do for our next large-scale campaign. I did have a couple of ideas about that, and please don't let me forget to share some of those before we quit tonight, just to make sure everyone is informed of that. But for now, we're going to be covering the adventures of Rangu of Riddlevox and Galathir and some other person who's like weird. Oh yes, by the way, Guido also has several RPG series that he also has. I'm sorry, I forgot you actually upload those. I apologize.
No worries.
You should also go watch those. I don't remember what his YouTube name is off the top of my head, unless it's just Guido.
It's Guido Sinclair.
Okay, Guido Sinclair. If you just go look up Guido Sinclair, they're cool. He does some awesome effects stuff on them. He's actually fancier than I am in like every way.
Puts himself in
but you're still a better
screens.
GM than I am.
I don't know if I agree with that. What's up, sis?
So I have had Kez Rinthka's character sheet up to help with my new mysterious character, and I just flipped over to I have a tab that's literally OOC stuff for Zan to keep track of. And on that, literally the only thing that is on that tab is a row that says people Kez is afraid of. Snarg.
Why would Kesrinthka be afraid of Snarg?
It is noteworthy she is also afraid of Rory. I'm assuming that got put on there right after the kicking and killing incident. Because if you recall, Snarg killed me.
Oh, that's
Kill you,
true.
I knocked you unconscious.
Yes, that's what
you knocked me
happened.
unconscious by rendering my health below 0.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a form of affection, really. In some cultures. Well, one culture I can think of. That train of thought. Sorry, I'm fighting a headache like crazy today, so I apologize to my viewers and to my awesome players. So Rangu and Galathir, you've seen these two, their dynamic duo in the past, and there was some really positive response about them. And I don't know why, but I was spending some time this past week in between the lore run trying to come up with an adventure arc that I felt would be like a mini campaign. And believe it or not, you can make fun of me for this. It was really difficult to do because my brain doesn't think that way. Like, if you asked me to come up with something for 1 session, yeah, okay. If you asked me to come up with something for 80 sessions, yeah, okay. But like for 3 or 4 or 5, I'm like, And so I would come up with an idea which is like, all right, I've got it. We're going to do this big, expansive arc that will forever change the world. Wait, no, hang on. Okay. I'll just connect it to this other story arc, because I actually have a list. I have a list right here on my phone of story arcs that are kind of still out there. And I'm like, okay, this, no. How about no. What about... Well, no, they've actually... Okay, that doesn't work at all. And so it was... So I thought of one that was perfect for the 2 members of the Pinnacle, Rangu and Galathir. And I'm like, aha, yes, perfect. And then today, I was finalizing some of the details of that, and I'm like, wait, oh crap, they might want to play their other characters. And I couldn't think of anything for the other characters to do, so I beg your forgiveness for basically stonewalling you into these characters.
I like playing Galathir. It's fun.
My sis, of course, will be joining us for this little mini arc campaign here. She's actually still building her character. As true, anybody who's played D&D, or tabletop in general, especially in person, you know, this happens all the time. All right, you get down and you're ready to go, and there's one or two or everyone who are still making their characters. It happens constantly. So we're just going to start with Rangu and Riddlevox. They are in the southern band mountain chain. This is July 14th. For those of you paying attention, this is after Chaos Day, or whatever the hell we're actually going to end up calling that.
Is it after?
Yes, this is
I
after.
think we should call it. I think we should call it Guido Day.
I was actually
wait,
thinking of Guido Day.
Did we time skip?
There was a time skip that happened last session to cover some of the events of the future, but this is occurring pretty much right after that, the day after.
Okay. So the whole thing with that little fortress and whatnot, that's in the past.
Yeah, that yeah, correct.
The Fire Titanium took care of it, and everybody's happy in the end. But,
I like the idea, by the way, that Snarg, the character Snarg, is the one who starts calling it Guido Day. Like, he's the one who starts spreading the information.
call it G-Day.
G-Day, there we go, G-Day.
Good day.
Today.
Oh, that hurts.
No,
that hurts.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I already have a headache. Come on, man. Okay.
Everyone wants to wear a fedora that day.
You guys are out in the snowy tracks because the elements and the temperature is still just messed up all over the place. And you were you'd basically stumbled upon what looks like some kind of strange fortress. Now I'm going to take control of your characters just for a bit, if you'll forgive me,
Okay.
because as you were scouting the place out, you were looking at the situation like, well, you know, maybe no. And your first thought was, well, I mean, it looks like a civilian facility. It just is a surprisingly well-defended civilian facility. So let's just walk up to the front door. Okay. Bang, bang, bang. Nothing. No response. After a couple more tries of doing that, like, okay, all right. Well, I mean, we could give up, or we could try and figure out what the hell this thing is doing. I mean, this is probably related to the issues in town, so...
I have a question.
What?
Cares when in otherwise dire situation and trying to do the right thing, gain +1 competency bonus to non-combat rolls. So that means anything that I'm doing that isn't cast on a player?
So, I want you to imagine a normal person, and then suddenly the Hulk attacks, okay?
Okay.
You get a +1 to not fall off the building that he just destroyed.
Okay.
So
I will consult with you to see if that applies in various situations until I figure it out.
oh my god, there's a giant grid of doom.
You're cutting stuff out. Ignore me.
So you decide to kind of trek around. You're kind of casing around the outside edge of this joint, and you notice that the snow has built up so much in one of the areas that you could literally climb on top of it carefully. But both of you are small. I mean, you're a goblin and a mite, so you can just kind of carefully build your way up to get up to the roof and get to one of the windows, or otherwise topside. So you get up there and you get on the roof, and you're like, okay. Now that we're up here, you're on the back end of the facility at this point, so maybe we should go this way. And you start walking forward, and there's this really kind of deep, bassy kind of under you, and you're like, and then the roof caves in.
Oh, good.
Because this is a facility that was made in the desert and was not actually designed to withstand several pounds of snow and ice on top of it. So the roof caves in. You all clamber down and just slam into the ground. Takes you like a few seconds to really gather yourself. It's like, oh god, you know, dazed for a second here. There's 50 guards all surrounding you with shotguns pointed at you. Oh wait, wrong adventure. Sorry. But there's a hell of a noise, right? Meanwhile, further in the facility, Mysteria is over there.
Curse that Spider-Man! I will get him one day!
Should we explain my character?
Yeah, go
name
ahead.
too?
Go ahead.
So, I just started back to college this past week, and I have been doing a lot of running around and purchasing books and doing random crap in order to be able to go and go to class. So I did not have a chance to sit down and even think about what my character would be. So yeah, brother is like, so do you have your character ready? And I'm like, I haven't even had a chance to think about it yet. And he's like, well, I hate you. And then he made a character for me. And he named the spreadsheet Sis's Mysterious Character, and then named the character Mysteria. So I decided, for shits and giggles, to keep her name as Mysteria. Much to his disdain.
Now, considering that she's 14, I like to think she's going through a phase. And that's not her name, it's just what she's calling herself right now.
Yes, my character is also 14 years old. And I know nothing about her except she's a yellow mage and she works for the Order. The good one. The actual Order. Like, not even the Pinnacle Order.
Yeah. What's the Pinnacle? I don't even know what that is.
Yeah.
So, further
my
in,
food bowl.
you don't have to actually respond yet. You can keep building your character. But further in, Mysteria has been encountering her two comrades. And, hang on just a second. I actually wrote down their names. We've got Backtack of Drudge and Hosk. I'll just go with... Oh, no, I've already used Hosk. I just realized that. We'll go with Ark. So, Backtack of Drudge... Or, Backtack... Did I say Backtack of Drudge? God damn it. Backtack of Skulker.
Backtack.
I'm going to write those down here. Easier to read. And, Argjga. I'm probably pronouncing my own names wrong. One of those is obviously a Drudge, and the other one's a Burun. Now, these are Mysteria's comrades who have been working with her here in doing some kind of vague general research, along with several other people. I mean, they're one of several teams that are assigned to this particular facility. In particular, they've been studying this tall crystal. It's about the size of a person. You could fit a whole person into that. And just previous to this, within a few hours ago, a very young-looking elven gentleman who called himself Andre showed up and wandered in and
Really?
and said, "Hey, got new orders for you." And basically gave orders directly to Arjk. That's how I'm going to pronounce that now, Arjk. I call him Arsh. That'd be even funnier. And what?
I'm saluting him.
Oh, right.
Get your head out of my glass. No.
She is a kitten. A fairly
I do.
young,
I'll
new
show you.
kitten.
He is very cute. How do I pull this thing back up so I can see what I'm doing? Come here. Come here.
Yes, I actually have claw marks on my hands from said kitten.
I don't want to hear it. I have them all over.
No, it's just funny because you asked if I had claw marks. I said no,
Ow,
and then
ow, that's my boob.
and
Ow,
like
that's my boob.
10 minutes later, he gave me claw marks. So, anyways, so that's Arshk right there.
My other boob.
And so he's like, Andre's like, I've got orders for you, and he's like, he goes to the two of you and says, I want you just to support Arshk, whatever happens, okay? And then he wandered off and gave quiet, private orders to Arshk, and who is a Burun, and just to make sure everyone's clear on this, he's obviously a young, unproven Burun because he only has one name instead of two, which is a thing for Burun culture. So like, I want you to go do this, and then he left. So Arshk is like noticeably freaking out. Like, oh god, I don't know. What? Okay, no problem. We'll just do this. We need to get the crystal out of here. Let's go. Let's get the crystal out. And then
I have gloves on.
No. Braktak is the one who was actually working on the crystal at the time. So Braktak's like, okay, why? I mean,
He has gloves on.
so it's worth noting, this crystal is very large, by the way. It could literally fit a person inside it. And I know our viewers probably won't remember this thing, so I'm just going to go ahead and say, yes, this is basically identical to the crystal that Kazrinthka touched a very long time ago. So, it's like, okay, let's deal with this thing. Okay, let's move this thing. And then Braktak's like, well, hang on. The crystal, like, we just started our next round of tests. What are you talking about? And he's not really, like, disobeying. He's just confused. He's like, why would we move the crystal? Because what happened, apparently, was yesterday, for reasons as yet unknown, all of the energy drained out of the crystal, and it kind of went inert. For some incredibly mysterious Guido-related reason.
Yeah. Who could even begin to,
so you guys had
think
just
about what
started,
it could be
like,
caused
and
by.
it's like everyone's been super excited about this because it's the first time the crystal's really done anything in like months and months at this point. It's like, oh my god, why are we moving this? Why are we? And Arshk freaks out. Now Arshk has a couple of reed sharks who have little enhancements on them, and so they obey his commands. You know, they're tamed attack dogs. So he pulls out his crossbow and shoots Braktak in the foot.
What?
I don't think he was aiming for the foot, but he doesn't really know how to use this thing all that well. And then he's like, "You don't understand. We need to get this thing out of here right now. Come on, I'm not going down for this." And he goes, he tries to grab the crystal himself. It's way too big for him to move. Ugh. Ugh. And then he hears this loud over, like, 20, 30 feet that way. He's like, what the hell? Oh, God! And now he just completely, utterly freaks out. He loses it completely and kind of starts dragging the crystal back into a secondary room. And when you try to do something about this Mysteria, he takes a wild shot at you, which misses. And it's like, stay back! Stay back!
That is uncalled for.
And drags the crystal back into what is effectively a supply closet. And it's a large supply closet. And has barricaded himself in there at the moment, alongside his 2 pet reed sharks and nothing else that you know about.
And the crystal.
And the crystal, of course. And so, into this environment comes Galathir and Rangu, who are wandering in and see the wounded Braktak on the ground.
And me.
And you, whatever you're
also
doing.
Wounded.
And Braktak is just bleeding out profusely, and of course is a level 1
I will
scientist.
Cast stop on him.
Ah, no, wait!
No, stop will stop the bleeding.
I thought you were on my side.
No, I'm going to explain it to him.
So what happens?
Stop will stop the bleeding.
Rangu and Galathir, as you walk in and you see a yellow mage cast stop, a Moorsman woman cast stop, very young-looking Moorsman woman cast stop on the prone and bleeding drudge.
And I'll turn around and I'll say, "Is one of you a white mage?"
Actually, yeah.
He needs to be healed. He's bleeding out.
All right, hang on.
I can't.
Let me take a look at him.
Okay, he stopped.
Now, he's spend the mana.
So I didn't do
I don't
life or
remember how
cure.
much mana.
So what are you doing?
Is he going to willingly be stopped?
Yeah, we'll say we'll skip the DC because you explained it to him.
Where the hell is stop? Now I have to use stop as one of my medium spells.
Yes, you do. Congratulations. You just picked a medium spell.
Stop.
For our viewers at home, you pick a certain number of spells until you
Okay.
get them all.
So I have to cast it at level 4. 4 times 2 is 8.
Congratulations. Over half your mana is gone.
No, I have 32 mana.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking of your health. My bad.
Oh no, you're right. You're right. I was looking at my health.
Well, then never mind. Anyways.
So does
what-
he need like look him over real quick. Does he need like a cure or does he need like a life?
I'd say right now a cure might prevent him from going into downed. He's entering, I forget what it's called, but blood
I have 6
shock.
mana left.
He is having some blood loss
I have
issues
6
right now.
mana left because I saved a life.
Congratulations.
It's worth it.
All right, so I'll go ahead and give him a cure then.
All right. What level?
Oh, that's right. I can now cast this. We'll give him a. Does he have any missing limbs or is he just bleeding?
He's just bleeding really bad.
Okay, we'll give him a level 3 then.
Okay. So, level 3 will be sufficient then to prevent the major wound, which is why I was asking. And so he's like, oh, God. The stop wears off because it doesn't actually last all that long.
I will get Dispel and Haste as
He's
my
like,
other
oh,
2.
God, it hurts. He shot me. He shot me in the frickin'... What?
Well, calm down,
He
Sis.
stopped.
Can you tell me what exactly is going on here? We just fell into some sort of
Who are
civilian
you?
base.
What do you people do? Are you Order?
Technically, yeah.
I mean, yeah, you guys are actually.
Yes.
Technically.
Yes, we are official order personnel.
Oh, thank God! Our supervisor just went crazy. The Burun, he just started rambling and screaming, and he's tried to attack me.
Really?
I guess I should say he succeeded at attacking me.
Who is your supervisor?
It's Arshk over there. He has some kind of YouTube
He's
show.
in the closet.
And he's in the closet.
We're gonna make him come out of that closet, whether he likes it or not.
It's
No, all right. Is there any reason why he would be attacking you? What is this place?
It's just a standard research facility. We were working on experiments with these. Well, we don't actually have a proper name for them. These crystals. We found several of them, about a couple of years ago, and we've been working on them pretty much ever since. This facility is relatively new, and we were just starting these new tests, and I didn't even threaten him or anything. I just questioned him, and he flipped out and started attacking me.
Well, some bosses kind of have that controlling mentality. You question them, they just flip out.
And so it's
I am nodding my head along as he's explaining this, and I'm just it was very bizarre. He's never done anything like this before.
It's worth noting that the closet's right over there, so he can hear everything you guys are saying.
Yeah. Galitha, this seems to be a little more of your speciality. You being an all-powerful black mage and everything.
Why does Guido always play the people who kill? Even when he was a paladin, he played the guy who kills.
I say this very loudly so you can hear me. Now, keep in mind, we probably don't want to use any of your ultra-heavy spells, so you don't want to blow up this facility. We just want this particular individual to come out peacefully.
Give me a charisma roll.
Oh, shoot, I should get a dice out.
Nah! That's not what we do.
Hang on.
Oh, what's that one? Oh, he's gone. There's an Acquisitions Incorporated where, they're 20 minutes into the episode, and then one of them's oh yeah, I need to get dice. I need to roll dice to do stuff. Hang on. Get my dice out. Ooh, excuse me.
Okay. Now, don't goblins have something insane about deception checks?
They do, and I don't remember what it was off the top of my head. I think they just get advantage on deception.
Let's see, goblin.
I got what you need.
Plus 2 to deception.
Oh, okay, +2. Oh, that's right. I had to nerf it because I nerfed every racial ability.
I suppose it isn't not swindling him. So, in that particular matter, the business matter. All right. So here, let's try this. My charisma doesn't suck. A total of a 20.
What is maximized cost?
It's on the sheet. That's the easiest way to answer that question. It varies depending on the spell and the type of the spell. Or the level of the spell and the type of the spell.
Okay, pretend for a second that I deleted the sheet.
Excellent. That's a great thing. That's wonderful. I do like it when you delete things. You're gonna have to give me a minute. Okay, so you hear someone just kind of go in the closet. It's like, wait, I'm willing to negotiate. I want a plane, and
I pick up a piece of paper. I got a plane for you right here.
Excellent. Okay, I also want I don't know. You know all the cliche. Whoops. No, I don't want to send to Galeth here.
And he wants a pack of cigarettes too.
Yeah, I want a pack of cigarettes, and $1 million unmarked bills.
All right. Well, first thing, you got to give us a little something first. So how about you throw out your weapon?
Pause. And
I can always blow the door off the hinges.
No, there's no need for ungodly, powerful black magic here, Galathar.
So, you hear someone
This man's a reasonable man. I'm sure we'll come to a peaceful conclusion.
And you see a furry, hand, kind of, not grip the door, but just kind of shove it open a little bit with its knuckle. Mm-hmm. And then a crossbow gets tossed out.
All right, little miss, why don't you go and grab that real quick?
Chunk.
You now have a
crossbow.
You now have a crossbow. That's like I
this is how we equip the party.
Yes.
All right. So, can you tell us why exactly you decided to attack?
Look, it doesn't matter. I know you're here to kill me. All I want is way out of here. You can destroy me with your big, powerful black magic spells, but I'll get the crystal before you get me. So keep that in mind.
What's this crystal you're talking about?
Don't try to play dumb with me.
I don't.
I know
don't
you
play
know
dumb.
what you're here. I know why you're here.
So it's obvious you're much more intelligent than I am. So you're gonna have to explain to me what this crystal is.
Hang on, the GM doesn't know what to say to that. Give me a second. Okay, we'll do this. A 1. I'm gonna switch dice. This dice has been rolling so badly. Where's my dice bag? There it is. So, it's a bit of a pause. He's like, alright, I don't know what kind of game you're playing, but I ain't having none of it. Now, let me make this clear. I'm getting out of here, and if I have to, I'm taking this crystal with me. I know what it's worth to you people.
So I'm going to walk over to Snarg and I'm going to whisper in his ear. Very, very quietly.
Wait, so you're going to travel all the way north to the Ulthoi territory, which is like 800 miles that way to go talk to Snarg.
I forget what Snarg's character's
You know in those games when
called.
somebody gets teleported to the wrong location, they don't have any animation, they just start going...
Yeah.
That's what happens.
So I'm going to walk over to Snarg. What's your character's name? Rangu?
Rangu.
So I'm going to walk over to Rangu and whisper in his ear. I can cast stop without saying anything. You have to come out the door.
If I open the door, can you do that?
Yeah, I'll prepare it.
Alright, so Mr... What's your name? Sorry?
Arsh.
I'm Rangu, by the way. Arsh. Yes, so here's the deal. We're gonna let you go.
That's...
We value life much more than material things like crystals.
Well, what do you want for the crystal?
What do I want for the crystal?
What do you want for the crystal?
Well, leave
I
it to me.
want-
We'll get some new batteries for it tomorrow.
You to get out of here safely.
I don't have any batteries tonight.
Well, roll to lie, because that's such a lie.
Go get
I
your
don't want to kill him.
I don't want to hear you up again. It is
Alright,
well past
that's
your bedtime
a
now.
12.
Well, ironically, I also rolled crap, so... It's like, alright. Well... Alright, but I'm taking the crystal with me.
Alright, that's fine. So here's what we're going to do. We're all going to stand back. I, the white mage, I'm going to go over there and open the door for you, okay?
Okay. You be careful now. You come one step in here, they're gonna attack.
Who is going to attack? Do you have somebody else in there with you?
I have 3 others in here with me, and they're gonna attack the moment you get...
What are their names, sir?
Fluffy, Fluffers, and Flufferkin.
You have very odd co-workers.
I thought he only had 2 reed sharks in there.
Well, he has something else with him.
Alright. So, I'm going over here to open the door.
So you go over. Do you go over the line as you're opening the door?
Over the line?
As into the room, in which case
No.
they will attack.
No.
Okay. You see a... Oh, right. So Rai Okami, as I think I've already said, has been painting creatures from Primus, and has recently finished a painting of a reed shark. Now, this is not what all reed sharks look like, of course, but I wanted to share it with you guys.
That's what some look like.
Because the style of both... Did it not go through? Oh, it went through. There it is. It just looked like it was part of the same link.
Okay.
So, of course, the style of the scales, the coloring, and the fins vary from family to family. But that is what a reed shark looks like.
Okay.
So,
Cool.
just thought I'd share that.
Very good.
Wow, very cool.
Yeah, I was really impressed with it. So, so you see a reed shark, which looks exactly like that, which is like 3 inches from the door, and gives a really low guttural growl as you approach.
Good boy. I'll open the door, stepping back.
Okay.
To do that.
And I, who have prepared silent or stop, will cast stop on him. Wait. Shit. I don't have enough mana to cast stop on him.
I was going to say, you
I will cast sleep on him.
Okay.
I will cast sleep on him.
Well, I
at
rolled
level-
a 20.
Well, never mind then.
So he sees you cast the spell, which obviously fails, and he immediately freaks out. He's like, Fluffy! Fluffers! Fluffiferskin! Get them! And then you roll initiative.
Okay.
And I waste an additional manas. Because
Hey! I got a 20.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's real great. I can definitely control this fight by going first.
Yeah. That's... Huh. The white mage goes first. Well! Anybody hurt? Anything? No? Okay. Back in 5.
rolled a 13.
Oh.
Jesus Christ. So I actually decided to roll separately for all his little buddies. Every single one of them rolled single digit.
Do you remember what my focus cane did?
Oh.
Because I know we got like an item.
Yeah.
I have focus cane written down, but I don't know what it does.
I don't even...
You know what? I think this gave me extra mana because I have like 50 mana. And I think that's probably
that
high.
definitely gives you extra money. You should not have that much at that level.
So I'll calculate whatever I'm supposed to have, and then whatever it gave me.
Okay.
Pretty sure that's what I got.
All right. So you got a 20. Excuse me, Galathir. What'd you get?
I got an 18.
Okay. Whoops. Mysteria. I can't believe you
I got a 13, but I don't remember what I add to that.
You have a thing called initiative in your character sheet.
Ah, there it is. Sorry, I was looking for it, but I couldn't find it because I don't know why. So I have a 16.
Okay. God, all of you go before him.
He wasn't ready. He got a little asleep.
He was
That's what
super
happened.
not ready. Okay, so Rangu, it's your turn.
Okay.
What do you do?
We have no frontline fighter. I'm like literally as good as anybody else right here.
Oh yeah, by the way, this is hysterical to me. So our party consists of a white mage, a black mage, and a yellow mage.
Yeah, Mysteria, do you have any armor on at all?
Nope.
Is your AC more than 2?
Yes.
Wait.
Okay.
I do have armor on. I have Robe of Enhancement. It gives me 8 AC.
Wow, you have 4 times my AC. All right. They say, hey, little miss with the robes, get up here.
What's
Fight
funny,
these things off.
even though she's so young, she's a Moorsman, so she's probably
Hey,
like
what's
twice
my-
the size of both of you guys.
What does my crossbow give me?
Standard crossbow would be a D8 of damage, plus your dex mod.
All right. I'm going to
Plus
ask her to step up, and I'm going to
Dex.
put a level 3 regen on her.
Okay.
I don't. Oh, okay.
And then I'm going to go back.
Okay. So then...
I'm like, so he tells me to step up. I'm gonna be like, but he's the ultra heavy black mage with the big powerful spells. I'm a yellow mage. What do you want me to do?
Surprisingly enough, you're the most tankiest out of all of us. Yeah, I've got you. Go.
So
Wait,
okay.
Yeah,
Galathir,
what-
it's your turn.
So what's the biggest threat here? What's coming out of the closet?
Well, I suppose that depends on your opinion. No, okay.
There's
Right-
3 reed sharks bursting out of the closet.
Yeah, there are 2 reed sharks in there. A Burun who is clutching a person-sized crystal, and a weird metal thing that's totally irrelevant.
Oh, I thought there was 3 reed sharks.
No,
Okay,
there's a
only 2.
third thing in there.
Ah, okay.
So, what? Since I know the Burun, what class is he?
Level 1 commoner.
Got you. So, go ahead.
He's not the threat here.
I'm getting ready to make our black mage a tank.
I mean, you could delay if you really want to, Guido, or you could just nuke. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead and give me awareness rolls, all 3 of you. I meant to do this
I'm
earlier.
not very aware of things.
Yeah, I think it's
Oh.
just wisdom roll in all of your cases, I think.
Unnatural 20.
Nice.
6.
4. So, Galathir, Guido, you, as
Brandon
you're like,
and I are too busy yelling at each other.
what do you want me to do? I don't know what you... So, as they're yelling at each other, you are sizing up your opponents, and you see something, and you don't really know reed sharks that well, but you're pretty sure that these metal filaments, which are like along the temples right here, and kind of going down into their eyes sockets, are not normal.
I have to check something. No, that doesn't work. Okay.
What were you going to do?
I was looking at Bolt to see if it was potentially like Chain Lightning. It's not. Okay. Is one of the reach arcs ahead of the others?
Yes, the one pretty much at the door.
Okay.
That's currently in the process of lunging at Rangu.
Can I target that thing in its head with Bolt?
Well, we'd say that's probably an attack roll. Basically, you'd hit it regardless, but if you succeed at the attack roll, then you'll hit the thing.
Okay. Let's see. So,
Honestly, I think all you'd get on this is your BAB, because it's a ranged attack roll, basically.
That's what I was thinking. So if it's just the BAB, it's 17.
Oh, wow. That is surprisingly good. All right. So give me the bolt damage. And level while we're on it.
Right. So I'm going to do... up to that. So I'm just going to do level 2.
Okay.
So 2d6. Which is 6. Plus, I'm using my Tesla orb. Which does an additional plus 8.
Okay.
So 14.
Damn. Nice. So the electric damage... goes right into the whatever it is that's definitely not a cybernetic implant, and courses through the thing. The whole reach arc just starts stuttering on the ground wildly, just jabbering, and you have a second action.
Okay.
That is not a spell. This is going to be great, since unless you dual cast, everyone can only do one spell a turn in a party of all mages.
Yeah. I'm going to have to pick up that feat of soon. That
poor cat.
I'm getting behind the tank.
Good idea. So I don't know what you're saying, sis, because you're muted, but so he shuffles.
So I pop up. He starts shuffling behind me. I'm going to turn around because I'm not moving. So I'm going to turn around. I am not the tank. You get in front of me. I'm going to make you a tank. I'm a yellow mage. Yellow mages aren't tanks.
So it's your turn, Mysteria.
So I am going to cast.
Wait a minute. You heal.
Oh, that's true.
Have any damage?
Well, I mean, actually, you technically did, but it doesn't matter.
I did?
Hit for 13.
There you go. You are healed 13 up.
Excellent. I hadn't notated that I had taken damage, so...
You got regen. You're the tank.
I am not the tank!
You are literally the tank. You have the most health,
so
the most armor.
I am going to cast Protect on the black mage.
Behind you.
I turned around. I'm facing him.
If she had actually told me that, I would not have gotten behind her.
Okay. I mean, you've got plenty of movement to work with, so
I would I would move to stand in front of Rangu.
Yeah, it's only like 3 squares on a grid, so you could literally have gone back and then gone forward, and still
starts off getting in front of me, and then it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
So you cast Protect on him. What level?
Cast Protect on him. Hold on, I'm double checking my. So it adds
DR.
1 DR per spell level for one time spell level rounds. So, what's your DR currently?
None.
0.
None. Got it. This will be fun. What's my DR? My DR is 0.
All of your DRs should be 0. You're level 4.
So I'm gonna cast it at level 4.
Okay. I'd say don't forget your materia, but it might not matter because you already blew most of your mana.
Yeah, I blew my mana saving a life.
Which you did save his life. Sorry.
I did. So you have 4 DR for 4 rounds.
Okay.
Now, for reference, I know this is kind of the opposite of regen, because the point is anything that's a hot or a dot ticks at the beginning of your turn. Buffs fall off at the end of your turn. So you have 4 full rounds, Guido, of being 4 DR.
Because it falls off at the end of my turn.
Basically, yeah. The idea is that you always get the full benefit of it.
Okay.
So what's your second action?
I'm going to move to get behind the tank. No, I'm kidding. Can I shoot my crossbow?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I will roll to shoot my crossbow. I don't know how.
You roll a d20, and
No, I
you...
I roll a d20 to hit. I don't have anything written down as my to hit.
Hang on, let me think about this, because you are a yellow mage, so you actually are trained in crossbows. So you just add +3, I think? Hang on, I actually have the chart up right here. I was just looking at it.
So, +3 to hit.
Give me a second. It's actually +2, my bad.
+2 to hit. What about my martial to damage? Is that just the same as my weapon?
It's a d8 plus your dex mod.
Okay, that's what I had down for what my weapon was. So I'm just going to say same.
You should totally cast Berserk on Galathier.
I can't. Wait, I can.
What would
I
that
have
do?
one mana point left.
Berserk forces you to do nothing but physical attacks. Now, those physical attacks are buffed, but...
So I am going to attack. I'm going to attack the Burun.
Okay. What's your roll to hit?
7.
Excellent. Galathier, you feel this pinch in the back of your neck.
No, wait. Wrong person.
Roll for damage, Ziz.
The enemy dude.
I know.
What race is he? What's his name?
He's a
His name's
Burun
Arsh,
named
isn't it?
Arshk. And
What did I say?
He's in partial cover, and you rolled a 7. So roll your
What am I
damage.
Oh, yeah. Wait, that's the wrong kind of dice.
Rhombus.
Oh, I get the right kind of dice. Yes. I grabbed a d6. Well, that's worse. What's my dex mod? That's 5 damage.
Okay. So, we'll round that down to 2. So, Galathier, you have 4 DR right now. So you take no damage. But, you feel the plunk on the back of your head there. Like...
As it goes and hits the other guy.
No, it doesn't hit the other guy at all. That's the point.
Oh, I rolled 2 back?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you did bounce it off of the back of Galathier's head there.
Sorry, Galathier. I don't know your name, so I'm going to be like, sorry! Wrong guy.
So now it's their turn.
I'm kind of new to these crossbow things.
So first,
How do you not shoot over my head?
so first,
I'm short. Only I'm not.
He's
short
a mite.
anymore.
You literally had to.
yeah,
aim
I was
down
gonna
at
say
him.
you're literally twice his height.
Kickback. The kickback got me.
She's really not used to firing a crossbow.
I'm
So
14.
she literally has a thing where if she's not involved in the combat, she gives bonuses to people who are.
Oh, I should stop being involved in combat.
I don't know if it. Well, no, I don't think it would matter for mages. I don't know. I'd have to debate that. Anyways, no, it does matter for mages. Of course, it does. It increases their damage. I decided that.
And
Anyways.
+1 competency bonus.
Yep. So, right, so first it's the reed shark that's sitting at the door. His turn is spent going... then we get to the other reed sharks. Now, the front one is going to lunge at Galathier. Now, I know you have a lot of AC, but does a 24 hit you?
I have AC of 3.
Okay. I saw an 18 on the dice, and I'm like, that might hit. So he bites into you. After your DR, you're going to take 2 damage.
Okay.
2 physical. And then there's a jolt that goes through it. And 2 lightning damage courses through as well.
Damage reduction does not absorb that, correct?
Correct. It would have to be
It's
SR.
damage.
Now, if you have any SR, I don't know.
Nope.
Okay.
So that was 2 and 2.
Yeah. Then in the back, there's this little metal thing I've referenced a few times, which suddenly, pulls open on the sides, and you see a row of crossbows that just kind of tilts towards you. And then all of them fire at once. I can't decide if I want to do one roll for this or, a bunch. I'll commit before I roll. I'll do 2 rolls and do 1 arm each. That sounds better. All right. So the least roll on that would be a 12, which might hit you.
Again, I have an AC of 3.
Now I'm not, it's funny that she gave you the DR, because I'm not sure. There's a good chance these won't do anything to you, because it's a bunch of small hits. That was always the intent. Here we go. That won't get through. That won't get through. That gets through 1, so that's 1 damage so far.
That's why I gave him the
3
DR.
damage so far. Whoop, 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 whoop. And
You're totaling?
yeah, after
Okay.
your DR. None of that gets through, and 1 more. Come on. That does not get... So a total of 3 damage gets through after your DR. There are 10 crossbow bolts embedded in the front of your robe right now.
See? You're a tank. That didn't hurt all that bad, did it?
The Burun in the back who is literally clutching the crystal. Wait, where's my amazing shark? There you are. Come here, Blue. So, for the purpose of this is the crystal. He's back here he's not really doing much with his turn. Get him! So that would put it back at the top, which makes it
Okay.
Ringo's turn.
All right. Hang in there, Galitha. I'll get some healing going your way. Hang on a second.
You know Dia, right?
I do. Well, I'm assuming that the non-white mages are going to take care of that.
Fair enough.
Let's see. Which meta magics do I have? Oh. Okay. Interesting. All right. So I'm going to toss a cure at Galither.
Okay.
To the tune of a cure 2. So here you go, Galither. Go ahead and heal up for 7 points.
Nice.
I think that heals for full, doesn't it?
Yep. That's
Yeah.
exactly what I was down.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I have no ranged weapon. No, I have a light crossbow. So I'll take aim
toss my
at
crossbow
one
to
of
you,
the reed sharks near Galither. Actually, wait, the one that starts spazzing out is away from Galither, right?
The one that's spazzing out is basically right in front of him, although I guess they're both right in front of him now, so...
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to try and take the heat off of him by shooting at one of them.
Okay. The one that's spazzing or the one that just bit him?
The one that just bit him.
Okay.
All right. Ooh, that's a total of a 20 to hit.
Yeah, you totally hit.
I had to roll an 18. I had to roll a 17 to get that. For max damage for 10 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
So take that.
So Galathir, that makes it your turn. I wonder.
So I'm going to yell out, call off your reed sharks. I'm only going to give you the one warning.
Okay.
No, Galathar, don't do it. That spell's been outlawed in all countries. You're making him mad.
So,
And I will hold my action.
okay. So he's going to... Basically, he's going to start bargaining. Yeah, I don't know how to phrase this, but what will you give me for the crystal?
Do you want the crystal? I turn around to my buddy who's in the background. Do we want the crystal?
I turn to her. Does he want money or something? What is this guy's deal? What, do you want money or something? Like, what do you want?
Look, I know how valuable this thing is. I'm not getting out of here unless I have some kind of ticket to get the hell out of this crap show. Excuse my language.
You want some money for a literal ticket?
How much money do you guys have, out of curiosity?
I don't know.
5 gold.
That's
I
a
have
decent amount.
Question mark.
I do indeed have question mark as well.
Okay. You know what? Hang on.
I'm assuming I at least have some.
Hang on. I'm going to roll for it right now.
Yeah.
Okay, Galathar, you have 2 gold on you.
Okay.
And, well, I mean, that's a decent amount of money. Remember,
It's
after
true.
we did the economy.
We're used to our other
I
characters.
know. How much gold do you have on you? You mean how much plat do I have on me?
Yeah.
How many writs?
Yeah. I've got 7 writs. You know.
Rango, you have 5 gold on you.
Oh, okay. I just happen to have this nicely, freshly minted piece of gold here.
You're willing to part with the gold for this? I mean, I could probably get better than gold. I'm just saying.
Well, who else are you going to bargain with here?
So does my
Pause.
colleague respond to me whenever I ask, do we want the crystal?
Oh no, your colleague has passed out from blood loss.
I thought he saved him.
Yeah. I don't mean like I'm sorry, I'm phrasing this wrong. It's not like he's like, ugh. It's more like he's like, okay, I'm a level 1 commoner who doesn't deal with mortal damage that well.
He's in shock.
Yeah, he's in shock. He's just kind of over there doing his thing.
Okay.
I mean, it's...
Although I suppose if you rouse him a bit, he'll be like, that crystal is invaluable. Don't give it away for like a gold.
Okay, I won't rouse him.
1 gold, take it or leave it.
One
You know what? And
gold.
If you act now, in this limited time offer,
If you act now.
I might potentially give you... There isn't anything lower than the gold, is there?
I mean, there is, but we don't keep track of
I'll
that
give
for
you
obvious
some of-
reasons.
I will
I'll give
give
you
you
some
an
of my
additional
lemon
2
tea.
bits. If you act now, place that crystal down on the floor and walk out of here with your rig chalk friends.
Well, one of them, because the other one's actually already dead. He just isn't processing it yet.
I don't know that.
Go ahead and give me a whatcha-fig.
So, can I use Goblin Swindle on this?
Oh yeah, that totally counts for Goblin Swindle.
All right. Roll a d20 to determine... So I guess I'll read this for the viewers. Roll a d20 to determine if you successfully swindle any given individual when dealing in mercantile transactions, either buying or selling. This can vary from great success, failure, or great failure. A failure usually means no consequence. A great failure, on the other hand, does. So basically, if I roll really low, then something bad could happen about this. Otherwise, it's pretty much a why not.
Yeah.
So if you act now for the high roll of... it's probably a failure. A 5.
Action point.
You can.
Does that work with these?
Sure.
Okay, sure. All right, here we go. A 5 becomes a 10.
Ooh, so that's much better. All right. So he's going to think about this, and he's going to be like, well, shoot, I mean, that's going to be the only thing, but...
Does my intimidation add a bonus to his swindle?
I would say yes, but it's not going to move it up enough to go into
Okay.
great success. Basically, I would push it up by another +2. Sorry, I am completely paying attention to you guys. I'm just doing this to keep my mind going, because of the headache.
Yeah.
It's just Mario Kart.
So it's probably the best deal you'll get today.
I think... Hang on, let me... After some careful thought, I've decided... Wait, Are there any more of you here?
No.
Yes.
Wait, order personnel? No.
Which is it?
Well, she's
I
not
mean-
with me, so I can't speak for her.
You're with her?
No.
No. You
Wait.
know me. You've been with me forever. It's me and Bob.
Wait, you were the one who was spying on me the whole time?
No. I was told to do whatever it was that you needed us to do in order for us to, finish this task, and then you went crazy.
I didn't go
not my
crazy. You're the one
fault.
trying to kill me.
I
hang
tried
on,
to kill
hang on.
anybody.
You tried to
kill me
shoot the
first.
mite in the
Before
back of
anything
the
happens-
head.
I'm gonna go ahead and,
No, I
take the
succeeded
gold
in
out of
shooting
my
the light in
hand
the back of
and
the
just
head.
start casually walking forward, offering it to him.
Okay, so he'll like, okay. I'm putting the crystal down. Clonk, because it's a giant ass crystal. Clonk.
All right, here you go.
So he
This crystal is now property of what?
Me.
What was the business?
I don't-
that,
I was-
order
I don't-
you made last time.
No,
don't
we're the
remember.
order.
No-
It's property of
okay.
the order.
Sure, property of the order.
It was always property of the order.
So he starts like waddling out really carefully and slowly, taking his remaining reed shark and his completely non-relevant thing with him. Is anybody going to interrupt with him or try to kill him?
What's
Or-
that?
I'm not gonna try and kill him.
Okay. So he's just going to make his... And he's going to slowly
Wow.
keep edging his way out.
And I cast
She
sleep
did
on
ask.
him. I asked what the thing was.
What thing is? What are you talking
Thing,
about?
The metal thing.
above
That
your-
thing.
It's above your
This
pay grade.
thing.
It's above your pay
That
grade.
object.
God.
Oh, I don't want to hear about it. You're getting ready to get fired.
I am so not getting
I am
fired over
so
this.
reported.
You don't understand. This is not going on my permanent
I
record.
cast sleep on him.
Wait, are you seriously casting sleep on him?
I'm gonna cast sleep on him.
Well, you have 1 mana left, right?
Yep.
So that's a level 1 sleep. So I've got to beat an 11. Which I don't.
Wow!
He'll
So-
go to sleep for 1 hour. I'm
so-
gonna take the thing.
Hang on. So
I
this
can't
is
just stand on
this
it
is
yet.
going to be funnier because shortly thereafter this, I was planning for this to happen like further out, but since he's asleep there now, the assassins come in and kill him in front of you.
I'm sorry, what?
The assassins come in and kill him.
Like people just
There's a couple of very professionally dressed elves who walk in, see the Burun, just survey the situation for a moment. You're probably like, "What are you guys?" And they totally ignore you. Walk over,
can't
grab a
handle
sword,
it?
and just shove it into the guy's neck. Pull
Do
it
they
out.
have do they have a what do you call those?
Plate?
Are they a member of the Bloody Flock? Do they have a thing?
Oh no. So they just walk in, jab, put away.
Hey,
a
hold
sword.
on a second.
They hold. They don't. They never say a thing the whole time. They just hold up their order badges.
Let me see that.
I put
There
the
you go.
metal thing in my bag.
Check for forgeries.
It is unfortunately quite legit.
Nobody told me that there were order operating in this area.
Takes the badge back,
I'm operating in this.
and then
order
they just
area.
leave.
Did you?
You know, for
I
an
have a metal
organization
thing
with the
in
name
my
of the
bag.
order, they're very disorderly. Oh well,
Metal
I grabbed my
thing.
gold back.
Does he have any other gold on him?
Are you looting him now? Is that where we're at?
No,
He's
I'm
dead
grabbing my
now.
gold that I gave him back.
Oh my god. Okay,
I'm
no.
looting him.
He does not have. He has like 20 copper on him. And like, you know those little things that you stamp every time you go to Subway? He's got like 8 of those with 1 stamp each on them.
Oh, well, this is useless.
Hey, so I say, hey, Galitha, you like this place? Here you go.
There's also a button in there, and a very out-of-date condom. And
Ew. I'm just like tossing this stuff over my shoulder as I
Hey,
find it.
stop. All right.
Ew.
Hey, miss,
Yeah,
is this an order outpost?
you're in the order. You should know.
Well, the reason I'm asking is because we didn't know about this place. That's why we were investigating it.
I mean, this is our standard. What did the other guy call it? Standard experiment magus.
yes, sorry.
What did the other guy call this place? The standard order. Standard order.
I don't think I used a proper noun. I think it was just a standard research facility.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
just-
this is a research facility. It's a covert research facility, so it's not like it's on the grid. It's not an outpost.
Covert is
It's
the
a lab.
operative word here.
Oh. Well, I mean, whatever. What do you think this black thing? You know what? Never mind. I'm just going to stick it in my bag here.
It's a
When I get
rather
mana
large black thing. It's about the size of, I'd say,
Okay, so I'm going to shove my
mice,
bag
for
over
example.
it
So you're covering like the top inch or so of it with your bag.
until it gets sucked in.
Oh my god. Okay. So that's got to be terrifying to witness. I'm just picturing that now. So
It's a bag of holding. They have bags of holding. They know how these things work.
No.
And I like the idea that because I'm 14, mine is one of those, you know, those like Jaina's little kiss purse, where it's one of those bags that's like this big on really long string that you wear like a purse, and sparkly. Because I'm
God damn
14.
So why is there a 14-year-old girl in a covert order research facility?
Because I was assigned here
To do what?
to research on the crystal.
All right. What have you
Do
found
you need
out?
it, by the way? Because if not, I need to take it back to my boss.
Hang on a second. Let's complete this line of questioning first.
Okay.
Why exactly is there an covert order base out here? Has been
To
established
research the
for
crystal.
Why
crystal
is it
is-
secret?
Why? Because it's dangerous and people don't need to know about it?
How exactly is it dangerous?
I don't know. I'm not the scientist. Ask him.
actually, you probably would have heard about the Kizrimka incident.
Because of an instance with Kezrinka of Worker of the Olthoi.
Okay. And what exactly happened there?
She went berserk and nearly killed her party.
I see. Was it similar to what this guy did?
No,
No. So he
No,
went berserk and
she
tried to kill
lost-
people in a different way.
he went mad. What I'm saying is she lost cognitive thought. From what I hear, from what I read in the report, it's an Olthoi. She tried to kill her party. That should be self-explanatory.
Well, granted, I'm just trying to connect the dots here. Do you have some sort of manager or supervisor we can talk to?
Yeah, he was this
Not-
Burun who just got stabbed in the
Yeah,
throat.
Is this entire research
That was
facility
my
consist of 3
supervisor.
people?
No,
Yes.
there are other people here.
Who's the
Okay,
second?
they're
Who's the second in line?
Probably the drudge that's lying on the ground with shock.
the
All right, do you
head
have medical-
scientist.
You've got a first aid room here.
Yes.
No.
Let's take him. Then let's use a. Let's take him somewhere. He needs to put his feet up.
Yes, please.
All right, come on.
I put the crystal in my bag.
Well, hold on a second.
Well, we can't leave it here.
we're
If
taking
anybody
odds.
touches it, they're going to go berserk and they'll probably destroy this place.
Wait, okay, hang on. Let's back up a second. You said that he didn't go berserk, but you said that people go berserk if you touch it.
We came in, this young kid came in, like younger than me. Like he must have been like 7 years old. I've never seen a guy that's 7 years old that can issue orders, but he had the memorabilia, you know. So he came in and went over and he told us that we needed to do whatever we could to protect. I forget what my supervisor's name is.
Arshk.
Arshk. And then Arshk, you know, and then he pulled Arshk aside and gave him some additional information. And then he left. And then like 5 minutes later, Arshk just goes crazy. And he shot the head scientist because the head scientist asked him, you know, he was in the middle of an experiment. It's not like you can just stop those experiments and thinking, and we're dealing with a really dangerous crystal here. So he stops he questions why we're stopping the experiment because it could be really, really dangerous. And then instead of explaining anything to him, he just turns around and shoots it with the crossbow. I mean, look, you see, he's got blood all over him. It's not like I can do that. I mean, you saw what I do with the crossbow. I can't even aim the damn thing. And then, like, I tried to step in and intervene to, like, do first aid or whatnot and figure out what the hell was going on. And then he hits me. And look, wait, I'm not bleeding anymore. Well, see, look, there's crusty blood on me. He just turned around and he, like, whacked me. And then he went in the closet with the crystal and the reed sharks, and then you guys came in. And I really need to put this crystal in here because if one of you accidentally touches it, you can go berserk and kill us. Well, maybe not you, Mr. Witchmate. No offense, but I don't know that you're combat capable. But certainly if that, you know, all-powerful black mage thing that you've got around, he must be, what, like level 12? I mean, wow, I've never met anybody that's that high level before.
Well, 2 things. First of all, I'm not the one who shot my allies in the back of the head. Second of all,
I didn't mean to do that. I mean, you saw what I was like with a crossbow.
let's go take this guy to a room. You can handle the dangerous materials right now, and then we'll ask him what's going on. Because quite frankly, I think... Do you work like peeling potatoes in the kitchen or something?
No.
Okay. I lean over to Galathor and says, I think she's like a kitchen or maintenance staff or something.
I am not. I am a highly trained yellow mage. I will have you know I am level 4. I can cast medium spells. I am very powerful. I mean, I'm not quite as good as your black mage there. And I mean, I don't know how powerful you are, Mr. White Mage, but I am.
Whispering up at I'm whispering up at Rangu.
Mhm.
Want I should petrify her?
I mean, I'm starting to think it might be a good idea. Petrify, cools down the blood for a little bit when you get too worked up. They sort of prescribed it in several cities. Let's just go to the room right now, and we'll find out what's going on once this guy gets his faculties back.
What race are you, Rango?
Goblin.
So neither one of you is very tall.
No.
What race is my cohort?
Drudge.
How big are Drudges?
Not very tall.
Tall enough that he could be carried by a I already forgot what Rango is.
Goblin.
Goblin?
Yeah. If you double team it, you can carry someone pretty easily.
Yeah, I mean,
Especially since he's semi-conscious, so he can still support himself.
that'd be like you carrying Kazra, basically.
Well, I have a strength of 2, so I will help, but I don't know how well I'm going to be able to carry this guy.
Yeah. So we'll take him into a room where he at least has a place to lay down and try and get him back
there's
to...
medical staff. There's medical staff on.
Oh, we'll take
There's
him there.
medical personnel on in staff to be.
And be like, hey, we have this guy here. Supposedly works here. Please help him. By the way,
He
somebody
does
got
work
shot
here.
by
He does work
shanked
here.
by assassins in the hallway, and there's blood everywhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop up. And
Assassins? Were they with the Bloody Flock?
No.
I don't know. They didn't show off anything, but I mean, it's the first time I've seen anybody coming in and doing an assassination. I don't know if they have to report that to us and that they did it in front of, or if they have to report that to the next of kin. Do you know how that is? I mean, it's Aurora personnel, so surely to God they have to work. And I like that they know me, so they just cut me off.
Yeah. I was just trying to debate what they would actually say, but yeah, they'd be like, okay, that's great. Yep, thanks, Mysteria. No, I want them to be like, thanks, but Mysteria, excuse me. Correcting themselves to your new name.
All right,
Anyway,
that's
I'm gonna go
not
report
weird.
into the third in line. Okay?
Okay.
I tell that to them.
Oh.
I need to go report into the third in line, so we can get in contact with headquarters or whatever, or the nearest outwork. Because I mean, we're gonna have a lot to do. I mean, this is a lot going on, and I got to get in touch with. I mean, I have the contact information.
Sounds
for the
good. You go do
scientist
that,
boss. Okay, bye.
All right.
Ow! That's my boot.
Basically, I'm going to try and find out from these medical staff what in the world's going on.
What can I do for you, sir? Can I see your identification?
Yeah. I'll give him order identification.
Okay. I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to leave the facility, sir. This is a private facility.
Yeah, I see. There's a reason we were out here. I think the word you're looking for is a covert facility, as your friend so put it. Yeah.
Well, I'm afraid I...
Think about it.
We
Don't
need to
have
speak
any-
to someone in charge
that would be me, sir, I suppose, at this point.
at this point. All right.
He's like the fourth in the
Actually,
line.
I need you to roll deception against this guy, because he's lying.
Okay.
Not that he's lying.
Because he's lying, not that he's lying.
Ooh, I've got a 24.
Ow!
Jesus. Yeah, you
Hey, Magus.
crush him. Duh.
What you should say in that case, if the NPC is lying, is I'd like you to do a chaw. I'd like you to do an opposing chaw roll.
I can be circumspect if I want to. I'm just being funny right now.
Okay.
So, he's super lying.
Okay. Aha. So,
I like the fact that Rangu pops up and says, "Aha!"
so I
Got
want you
you.
to tell me exactly what I'm supposed to tell my uppers. when I report
Oh,
back
that's
on this
easy.
place.
Tell them that there was a facility where something was happening above your pay grade. You can go ahead and tell them it's the such and such facility. Actually, I suppose there would be a proper name for this. We'll call this one the S facility.
Yes, so does that stand for anything? Or does that stand for secret?
It stands for super secret.
Ah, super secret. You just didn't want to name it the SS facility. I understand.
Well, we didn't. You should hear about those guys at the K facility. They've got it really rough. But yes, you may tell them that you stumbled upon the S facility and then you went home like a good person and didn't cause everything to go to hell.
So you got a problem.
There's no problem with
The problem is that your walls and your ceilings are not rated for the amount of snow that you've got on it.
Yes,
This entire
there
place
is
in
a little
danger
bit of a
collapse.
problem going on right now because for some reason it's snowing in July.
There's actually a yellow mage on the roof casting float on the snowbanks.
So do you have any plans to help fix that, or are you just going to let the entire thing cave in?
We're going to let the thing cave in, I think. I think that's the best possible option we have available to us.
Clearly,
I don't know
you are cut out to be the acting person in command.
I've trained years for this, sir. He's just, by the way, he is no longer giving you a straight answer at all, if that's not obvious.
Yeah. All right. Well, if you'll please tell us where the entrances and exits to this place are.
Of course, I'll have someone escort you. Mysteria. Mysteria.
Oh, Mysteria?
Do me a favor and
Why do you
escort
call her
these people.
Mysteria?
That's
Look.
my name.
She's young.
Does she
No,
like
that's
peel
my
potato-
name. I
What
had
is-
it legally changed last week. You went with me to sign the paperwork because they wouldn't let me go by myself.
Let me ask
I
you, and
mean-
please just give me a straight answer for this one thing out of everything you said. What exactly is her position here?
Well, she's the second in command.
She's the second in command. You just...
Yes.
All right, I can see we're not going to get anywhere. All right, let's go, Mysteria. I turn to
I
Gallifrey
don't
and
want to
say,
go anywhere with you. I've got to
You
go
just-
report into my boss.
you just got ordered to escort us out.
Oh. Well, I'm not. Well, turn around to the head medical officer, and I'll say, I'm going to go into town after I see them out. Can you lock the doors behind me?
Sure.
Oh, and there's a corpse. We
I'm-
probably need to have that taken care of.
Yep, we'll deal with it. Just don't let it get near the crystal.
They flashed order. The corpse isn't anywhere near the crystal. They flashed order badges, by the way, the assassins.
Yeah,
So-
I'm sure. I know.
Okay, well, I'll be back.
Yep.
Give me,
Now,
like,
I need
don't know.
everyone to roll initiative.
I'm having fun.
Ooh, I rolled much better this time.
So did
I
I.
rolled much better, but I mean much worse.
I rolled better.
Can I use my deception?
I'm at
I'm gonna
19.
swindle my initiative. Hang on.
No, I am going to let you guys do something, though.
Okay.
I'm going to let all three of you roll. Let's just make it awareness roll. Wisdom roll.
Okay. Wisdom.
Well,
My
remember
wisdom's a-
19. 19.
I got a 7 total.
My awareness is a 14.
Okay.
I got a 13 for the awareness.
Okay. Give me 1 second. So it was 19 for her,
And a 14 on my awareness.
14 on that. Oh, unfortunately, it looks like none of you beat them on this one. So they get a surprise round, is what I was giving you a chance to notice that was about to happen. What was your... Galathier, what was your initiative again?
22.
And Rangu?
5.
Okay. Goddamn 22.
And I can't do anything with it.
Yeah.
I got a 19, though.
That is pretty good. All right, so they get the surprise round, basically. So, first thing that's going to happen is they're going to immediately cast, we'll say, Fire 2 maximized on Rangu.
Okay.
So, 12 fire damage.
All right, taken.
So that's his action. There are 3 of them, by the way. That's his action. That's the supervisor you were just talking to, the elf. Then the dwarf next to him is going to... Or no, and then the elf is going to realize that you didn't die. And he's going to run up. He's going to try and punch you. So, I don't think a 2 beats your AC.
No, that's my AC.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm going to say he misses anyways. I'm going to say he whiffs. because that's a really pathetic roll. The only reason he actually has a negative to hit. That's why it's that low.
Okay.
He didn't roll a 1, otherwise it would... so that's his action. So then the dwarf next to him is going to cast...
Surrender.
Yes. He's going to cast Shell 2 on the elf.
Okay.
And then he's going to rush up and punch you. Seriously? Well, a 5 would hit you then.
Yeah.
So this is it. This is the incredible damage. Feel the fury of 1 damage.
Take on.
And then the third gentleman, we'll make it a lady. The third lady, who is a bandling, is going to pull out a crossbow. So that's her first action. Then she's going to take a shot at Rangu. Death to Rangu. Does a 15 beat your AC?
Maybe.
Okay. So this might be the first thing that does... Where'd my dice go? First thing that does any actual damage here.
Aside from the fire, too.
Well, yeah, aside from the Ultra Nuke right at the beginning there. Did I put them away? I did. Why did I put my dice away? In the middle of a session. I am such an idiot, guys. I'm sorry. Here we go. No, it's just one. It's just
apologizing for weird things like that.
Yeah, well, I'm...
Yeah, don't you apologize or make excuses.
5 physical piercing death damage of doom.
I have taken it. I don't look that great.
Okay, now... So that's the surprise round. Now it's Galathir's turn.
So...
Do you want the crossbow?
He's
What am I gonna do?
a black mage. He should have mana left.
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
I do.
Sorry.
Yeah, by the way, a real quick thing for our viewers at home, I don't think I've ever discussed this. Like, white mages get the ability to add to their heals innately. Yellow mages get the ability to reroll rolls. By the way, sis, this is your reminder you have that ability. And then black mages...
How much damage did the fire 2 spell do?
It was maximized. So there was no dice roll.
Oh.
But
Damn.
that was actually part of why I did that. But a black mage's innate special ability is lots of mana. That's literally what a black mage gets, is a bigger mana pool.
So we've got the caster who just cast a bunch of stuff on the elf, right?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to cast Bio on the elf
Oh my God. Okay.
that just got buffed,
Okay.
and I'm going to maximize it.
Okay. Literally no matter what, the elf is now dead.
Okay.
Because it's maximized, which, for those of you who don't remember, gets rid of the dice rolls. And you cannot cast Bio below level 4,
Yep.
so that's a bare minimum of 32 damage. Never mind the dot, which might get through, and anything else. Actually, I guess you don't have anything else to buff straight damage like that, but yeah. So that elf just kind of dissolves. And you have a second action?
Doesn't Bio give him health back?
No, that's drain.
Oh.
How close is the person with the crossbow?
Maybe 2 squares away.
I'm going to smack them with my Tesla orb.
Okay. Roll to hit. They don't have much AC.
I miss.
What'd you get?
Well, I rolled a 3, so that makes my attack 5.
Yeah. They don't have that little AC. I love the idea, though. After you, like, destroy one of their party members, you run up and you go...
You should just lean back and yawn at the same time you do it.
What's your... Oh, I
I'm
guess
just
it doesn't matter.
intentionally taunting him. So,
Yeah.
or her.
Mysteria. It's your turn.
I can do nothing.
You've got a crossbow.
I do, but if I do nothing, then I give them to +1.
That's true. All right, so you're deliberately choosing not to participate in combat?
I'm deliberately choosing not to.
Oh, by the way, buffing still counts as not participating in combat, for
I
reference.
have no mana.
I'm just telling you for the future. Okay, so she, right, so that makes it their turn again.
Can I move
Sure.
and still get the buff?
Yeah.
I would like to move away from them, like preferably into cover.
Okay, so you get behind, like, a nearby cubicle wall.
I was figuring either that or I would step outside the door.
Okay. So, doorstep. Now that makes it the elf's turn. He sizzles and bubbles on the ground. The dwarf, who is just like, oh my god! Can't believe you just did that, lad! What's wrong with you, you frickin' mites? You're all a pestilence, a blight on the world. That's not what he says. I just...
I look over to him. You're next.
Oh god, oh god. Now he freaks the hell out. So what he's going to do is he's going to take a shot at Galathier, who has successfully grabbed aggro. I think a 14 hits you?
Yeah.
Okay. And so you're going to take a piddling 3, sorry. Can't even read my own dice. Damage. And then he runs. He literally, like, in lore, I picture what he's doing is he's like, and then just,
So he's coming out the door where I am?
No, he's going the other way. There's another way out.
Okay.
So he's bolting. The third person, the Bandling woman, is like, Bob! Or whatever his name is. So she's now standing alone in the room with the murderous mite. And she looks around for a moment. And then she runs. Rangu, it's your turn.
All right. Ow. First of all. I look up at Gallifrey and says, you planning on letting them go?
I think the crossbow deserves retribution.
All right. So the one that shot the crossbow,
Okay.
I'll go ahead and cast Dia at that particular individual.
Okay.
Let's see. Dia is just
1d6.
26. Less effective against standard human. So here's a question I have. Does doing energy substitution change that fact?
Yes, actually.
Okay. So I'll fight fire with fire then. I will
Okay.
energy substitute the fire.
Ooh, alright.
And I'll do it at level 3. I'm not going to maximize though.
Bless
There we
you.
go.
So I'll go ahead and roll.
Okay. This has the possibility of killing her in one shot.
It's pretty good. 12 points.
That will not actually kill her, but she is, like, super hurt.
Okay, and then Kachunk crossbow.
Okay. Roll to hit.
That is a natural 1.
Alright, you hit Galathier. Roll the damage.
Great.
So me
minimum
from around
damage.
the corner sees this
Minimum
happen and
damage.
goes, he's not any better than I am with the crossbow. He just got lucky with that first one.
3.
Don't forget, Snarg, you have a +1 plus.
Oh, that's a good
competency
point. That's actually a
on
good
both
point.
of those rolls.
That won't help
Oh, so 13.
the attack. So yeah, 13 damage, which still won't kill her, unfortunately. She has 14 health. She's at 1 health now.
But it
But-
does give him a 2.
Yeah, no. And it also means that Galathier just took an additional point damage.
That's 4.
Congratulations.
There you go. I thought you could use a crossbow bolt.
Now, Galathier... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
So I took 4 points of damage or just 1?
4.
Okay, thank you.
Basically, the way this is lining up is, unless you think of something I can't, which is totally possible, you've got this round to stop these people before they just bolt out of reach, right? Galathier, it's your turn.
How far is the dwarf that ran away?
He's 60 foot at this point. In
Okay.
range, but he's way down there.
Okay.
He's like going around the hallway as you're looking like it. Like, you know, in Fallout, you go into vats, and he's like, so you can see the back end of his foot right now, or his leg rather.
Okay. Ooh, that's nasty. Yeah.
Oh god.
Energy substitution.
Okay.
I'm going to change the element in Quake from earth to air.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Quake centered on him, basically in the hallway. So instead of like the earth rumbling, it's the air around him.
Shuddering or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to cast that at level 5.
Okay.
Let's see. So that's... $10... 20 points of damage.
Okay. So
Plus 1d or plus 8 because I changed it to air damage.
yeah.
So 28.
Plus 1 because she's giving you the buff.
Oh, okay.
So all of that is that's 29.
Yeah.
That is literally double his health.
Oops.
How big is the area?
It's not big enough to really affect much else. I mean, that area is going to be a little wrecked, but it's not going to hit like the woman or you guys.
Okay.
So
it's not an area of effect spell.
yeah,
I mean, I suppose it could be. But...
as you could
have made it
multitask it.
AoE.
That's true. If you want to AOE it, I'll let you.
No, I wasn't intending to.
Okay. So you see again Fallout. You see giblets as the air shudders around this guy and vibrates him to death.
Sifri just asked, will it blend?
Yes. Yes. The answer has been found on this one. Oh my god. Okay, so he is mega dead. He is ultra super no really giblets.
I actually will say in character, oops. Hoping that the Banderling that's running away hears that.
Yeah. Oh my god. Mysteria.
Whoops. Yeah.
This is it. This is your action. You have a chance to stop
I will attack her.
All right. So you're gonna rush up, and then like go around the corner, and then shoot.
Yeah.
So you get one
I'm
shot.
standing in the doorway.
My point is though, because of where she is, you basically only get one shot.
I gotta
at
step
this.
into the room.
Yeah.
And shoot at her.
So this is your one shot. This is your one chance to do 1 point of damage.
Are you trying to do non-lethal?
That's
No.
a good question.
You weren't trying to do non-lethal. I just watched you kill people.
2. Right in a row. One
Exactly.
melted, and the other vibrated to death.
Exactly. So, no. I mean, if I don't kill her, God knows what you're going to do to her. Hey, since I'm doing the nice thing and giving her a mercy killing, does that trigger my...
No.
I like how the rest of the party doesn't even know what it means. So that is a 16 to hit.
That will hit her.
And, I mean, I can't do less than 1 point of damage.
Well, I mean, you could.
I rolled an 8.
So, the bolt goes through her spine,
8 plus 3, so it's an 11.
and she just kind of folds backwards on herself and falls over on the ground, screaming in horrific pain for the next several seconds as she continues to die.
Well, it could have been worse. You could have been disintegrated.
Oh, God, kill me, please! Kill me! Kill
Since
me!
we're out of combat,
I'll
can
do it!
can I,
Yeah,
can I, like,
God,
walk up to
the
her head
pain
and
is
shoot her
one
in
of
the
those.
head
Ugh.
to put her out of her misery?
Yes.
So don't you work for these people? Well, I guess, correction, you formally work for these people at this point.
The
We all work for the Order.
wait. The Order person, formerly known as Mysteria.
Yes.
Sorry.
Okay, well, now that
All right.
that's done,
All right, Mysteria, I don't know, Galitha, should we tell her?
I gotta go to town and report in.
No, hang on, you stay here for just 1 second.
Well, we can all go to town. We don't want to stay here. God knows when those assassins are going to come back.
So should we tell her, Galitha? Do we let her in on it? She seems like she's just going to flip out and kill anyone anyway.
I am not the one that... I have killed one person today, and that's because I was trying to spare her from being that thing.
All I am saying, Mysteria, is that you are very eager to just shoot at fellow coworkers when they start running.
I didn't even own a crossbow until today.
That's true.
You just had to try it out on the lunch lady over there.
She's not a lunch lady. She was the chief medical officer, and she attacked
excuse
us
me.
first.
Shooting doctors is so much better than shooting
All right,
cafeteria
you
workers.
know what, Mysteria? We are officially reassigning you.
You don't have the authority.
Actually, I do.
No, you don't. I've seen your badge. You showed it to me.
Yes, that's my fake badge.
Well, then show me your real one.
We are part of a special investigations unit sent to
Now, I'm not going to
investigate.
believe a word you say. I want to see your badge.
You're just fine with assassins coming out of the shadows and killing people, but you're like, I want to see your badge
They
now.
showed me their badge. Did you see the rank on them? They're like rank 10. I'm only rank like 7. I
All
don't know
right,
what rank
show her
am
my
I?
real badge.
Like 3.
Okay, I'm like rank 3. What's his rank?
His would be probably about 9.
Oh. Hello. Sorry, Mr. Rango.
Yeah. And by the way, Galither is in the same boat here. Just don't annoy
I want
him.
to
or
see
he'll-
his badge too.
Oh,
Do
he'll
I have to take
violate your
orders from
mob.
him? I mean, that might turn out bad. I did accidentally shoot him in the head with a crossbow.
So, Galither, I just got to ask, that was new. Vibrating someone's molecules apart is something I've never seen you do before.
I've been practicing.
I see. Exactly on what?
You know
know what?
those
Never mind.
You know that chipmunk problem we used to have?
I'm sure when I go into the basement and find blood all over the walls and a bunch of wildlife in cages, I will figure it out.
I cleaned up.
I'm sure you did. All right. But we're trying to
I'll
figure out
actually
what
go
exactly
collect
is
the
going on.
paperwork on the crystal. I mean, we did have a long list. How's my scientist dude? Is he okay? Walk over. He's probably still in shock. We should take him with us. I mean, he's a really good guy. I've been with him for years now.
Have you been, if you can carry him.
Yeah,
I go
you
over
brought-
him and look in his eyes. Actually, no. I bring Gallagher over and I make Gallagher look in his eyes. And I say, all right, so I'm assuming you saw everything that happened. You going to try the same crap?
What?
Yeah, it's good enough for me. Let's get going. Say, miss, where is the research room, the little central area of this place?
You're
It's a
in
place
it.
where you got all of your notes.
You're in it.
Well,
Oh,
no,
is
we're in
this
the medical. We're in the first aid room.
Oh, I'm
So
sorry.
like,
Yeah.
it's in the first
Back
room.
where you first were.
Okay, maybe we should go back there and start collecting stuff.
You hear. By the way, you hear one of the other roofs collapse in the distance.
Very quickly.
Roofs. Sorry, roofs.
Well, yeah, because the yellow mage that was casting float on the snow came down here and he started casting magic on X2. But I think you killed him. Was that the one that you killed? I don't remember which one ran away.
All right, actually, you know what? Change of plans then, since this place is collapsing. You got an administrative office, someplace where the head honcho keeps his files?
I mean, the head science office.
There you go. Let's head there.
All right, it's covered in snow. No, I'm kidding. What are you looking for? Because
Paperwork
I'm
on
looking-
the crystal experiment.
Not exactly. I'm actually
I'm looking for
seeking
that.
out first paperwork on what exactly this base is, what it's doing here, etc., etc.
Galathir, do you want to make this efficient and look for something else? Like look in different drawers, basically? Okay. Give me rolls, all three of you.
Okay.
These are technically, I suppose, wisdom rolls. Search.
It is noteworthy that I do have my thing that means that, well, what is that? Gain information.
Ah.
Or other similar task. So I'm assuming rifling through shit counts as a similar task to gain information. And we are within order-controlled territory, so I automatically succeed for what I'm looking for.
So what are you looking for again? I don't remember now.
I'm looking for research notes for the crystal experiments.
Okay, excellent. So you find those. Boom.
I put them in my bag.
Galathir, what'd you get?
22.
Oh, wow.
Can
okay.
I also use the connected to bring my scientist friend along?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay.
I mean, you can literally carry him. He's like 2/3 your size.
Okay.
It'd
So
be
I punch him up on my back and like tie a thing.
Yeah.
And they're probably like, why are you, why are you getting so close to a drudge?
Yeah, God.
I don't know. I mean,
Like,
I've
I've been
seen
with him for years. He's like my best friend. No,
I mean-
like everybody dislikes drudges.
Yeah, I would say everybody else. A goblin like Rango would be totally cool, dude.
I work in the medical field. There's not a lot I haven't seen.
Okay, so Galather, you're gonna find. Let me actually roll for this. Okay, you find some data, which I suppose I'll tell you about it now, but obviously you don't have time to read it now. But later on, when you have a chance to sit down and read these plates, you'll find out that it's information regarding the unique properties of these crystals and the fact that they have an unusual... They're basically batteries, but they're innate batteries. And one of the things that was being studied was what it was they're soaking up, because they were soaking up something, and nobody was trying to make them do it. It was just happening. And they're trying to figure out which energy was being soaked up and why. And because you rolled so high, you also find the little hidden bit there, which also mentions that, near as they can tell, the energy storage capacity of these crystals is insanely high, possibly even limitless, the scientists theorize. Minute per.
Okay.
And Rengu. What's your roll?
18 plus 2, 20.
Damn. Okay. What were you looking for again? I'm sorry.
Essentially the administrative stuff. I just want to figure out who the HMFIC is in charge and who's pulling the strings here.
Okay, so you see a few names and a few things. Again, I'm going to tell you what the documents say now. So this is obviously a Pinnacle facility. For those of you who know what this means, this is a Pinnacle 2 facility.
Yeah.
And, or the second Pinnacle, or whatever you want to call it. There's, the direct reporting line was to a very young elf, whose name is Andre of Whisperwind. And, it gives some information on where he could be found, which is actually fairly nearby. Not a town, just another facility that happens to be nearby. And that was his station post sometimes, but he tends to move around quite a bit because he's the guy basically running the entire crystal experiment. It also mentions that there are 7 other crystals pretty much exactly like this, which are being experimented on at other facilities, and their locations.
Okay. So I show them to Galathar quick and say, it's just as we thought. So wait, so during the time skip, has me and Galathar essentially become Pinnacle hunters?
Well, I mean, you stumbled onto this place.
Sure, but you know. Okay. Because I know this has come up in like every single adventure.
Technically, we stumbled into it.
Yeah, that's true. I wonder what's up here.
It is blown out, sir. So,
The ceiling starts giving away.
perhaps it'd be best to make a hasty exit.
Ice starts coming through.
Let's run.
I am actually going to require dexterity rolls from all 3 of you.
Okay.
And a strength roll from Mysteria.
Oh crap! Did I have time to cast a spell during all that?
What's the spell?
Okay.
Regen.
Dexterity.
I'll say you could cast Regen while you were walking over to the office.
Okay. I guess I do that because I'm like really hurt.
Now, is this a dex
3.
save or just a dex roll?
I think this is a dex roll, because this isn't like a reflex save. This is just you getting out and avoiding crap.
So, does an 8 mean that I keep a hold of my dredge, considering I tied him to me?
Yeah. Do you want to use your out-of-combat AP?
Sure. That's a 6.
That will be enough.
And does a... You said the other one was Dex, right?
Mm-hmm.
A 12.
Okay.
Succeed?
What'd you get, Guido?
A 15.
And third?
Yeah,
You're
there you go.
muted.
If I can click it. Yeah, a 14.
Okay. So all 3 of you managed to get out in time and avoid, like, the place is literally starting to collapse around you. There's a few other people also trying to get out, because there's like a couple dozen people who work here. You know, oh my
Hi,
god! Oh
Bob.
my god! Ah! Hi, Mysteria!
We should get to town.
We should. And you're out in the snow now, out in the cold.
Okay. Trying to get out there and say, so, maybe we should just follow these people and they'll lead us back to their one pulling the strings here. They seem to know where they're going. Hey, Mysteria, where's this place in town that they're heading?
Oh, I mean, probably the tavern. That's where we all go.
That's where I want to go right now. Tell
No,
you
I'm
what.
kidding. Well, there's probably an office or something that we use as a midway point for
Well,
people that don't yet have facilities.
There is an order post
Yeah.
in the
So-
local town of Ramim.
So they're
Okay.
probably headed there, which is where I was headed.
Well, we might as well head there as well.
Should call it Remind. Okay, so you head back to town. On the way there, you regale each other with stories about how awesome everything is, and Mysteria, you decide to join these people.
Yeah.
We forced her to.
You did kind of force her to. That's true. And I'm going to cut it off here, partially because we've been going for about 2 hours, and partially because it's getting harder and harder to think. I'm sorry, that's on me.
That's fine. Go get some rest.
So,
Yeah.
what was I going to say? There was something I wanted you to remind me of. And I remember that I wanted you to remind me of it, but I don't remember what it was.
Ooh, I have no idea.
You remember? It was like right at the beginning. I was like, don't let me forget such and such.
I don't even remember that.
Well, let's chop off the recording. So, for those of you joining us at home, thank you for joining the first adventure of the Order of the Snow. And we'll see you
Chaos
next time.
Incorporated.
Chaos Incorporated.
Sword.